Before we get started here, I thought I'd let you know something very, 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 very important. The feminists are still beating me up religiously about gender pay gap. The feminists come at me about gender pay inequality, not enough pay for women, and it all goes to the men. So I thought about that, and I thought of a resolution. I went and I introduced the feminists to the transgendered people. And the transgendered people explained to the feminist people, there is no more gender. There's no more gender, so there's no more men and there's women, and there's no more pay disparity based on gender. Everybody's equal. Now go on about your day, which also means if you're getting paid less, you just suck at your job. Yeah, if nothing else, I'm a problem solver. Am I not? Oh, sometimes they kill me. Tits up, and away we go. Oh, look at my cord is all messed up here because we moved some stuff around. I'll try to keep it as clean as possible, but I don't know that I can. So before we do anything, I got to pop over here. Pump, and I got to do this, and I got to click a button. No, you have to do it. I had to wait for it to be on screen. Once it's on screen, the light is green, the trap is clean. Okay, so it is Tuesday. No. It is not March. It is May. And the little letter says M, and because I can't read the rest of the letters, I have to guess. So I look up there, it's like, something the 23rd starts with M. March. No, that's not right. May 23rd, which means, if you guys are keeping score, we have just but a few more Bottom of the Glass Nation shows before Lion Hart shows up, senior staff member here at Gen X Talks. He'll be grabbing his tool belt and hopefully putting on some clothes so he doesn't get stopped by security wondering why he's naked with a tool belt. Getting on a plane is not the first time that's happened to Lion. He's going to be heading this way and a few more shows, and then we begin putting the studio together. Oh, the shell is up and the insides are coming together. Lots of moving parts, man. Lots of facets, a lot of ins and outs. And I'm thinking that while he's here, we should put him on camera and we should put a drink in his hand and we should film some of the stuff going on outside and some of the stuff going on inside. And then if there's some shenanigans, that'll go up for the YouTube members. If you're a member, you get to go to the YouTube community site and see all the behind the scenes stuff like you might have been doing the past week or so. The more stuff has gone up. But tonight we have to begin with an appropriate message in a somber spirit. The hooch is being provided by Woodford Heights, just north of Kernville. That's not true, but that's what I'm saying. The glass is provided by Loud One and Chush. Thank you very much for this glass. It says limited edition 1967 premium grade, and right on there, vintage. Yeah. I wonder how much older I have to get before I become a collectible. Right now I'm just vintage. It's antique. Now I don't want to be an antique, but I want to be a collectible. I'd like to be unique, one of a kind collectible. Or maybe one in a series. Could we have like maybe 6 of me? Yeah, we'd have 6 of me, and I could be one in a series of 6. And there could be 6 generals out there spouting off wisdom, running their mouth, and drinking up everyone's hooch. So before we begin, let us partake. We are the Bottom of the Glass Nation. I know you want to hear the truth tonight, and the truth is at the bottom of this particular glass. Now, I don't want to drink this alcohol, but I'm willing to go get it. I'm willing to go get the truth. I'm willing to drink my way to the bottom of the glass to find the truth, because as you know, at every bar you've ever been in, there's always people that the more they drink, the more the truth comes out. The more they drink, the more stories they tell. Well, why? Well, because the truth was at the bottom of their glass too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, to you guys, here we go. Let's circle the wagons, forget about the pomegranate stains on the counter, and drink one for me and drink one for you. Oh, don't bother me about my training wheels. Good Lord. All right. We got stuff. We got a great show tonight. We got an hour packed full of the stuff that you've been dying to hear. I know right now. Right now, I saw Two Bear in there moderating. Did you guys see Two Bear in there? He's got a little blue wrench, and he's going to town, and Two Bear's but he's recovering. All right? He's not a recovering alcoholic. No. That man is not a quitter. But he's recovering from his loss. Yeah, the Lakers lost. They got swept, and they are out of the NBA playoffs. They can go home now. Now, on any other occasion, I would be in a very terrible mood. I would be just down in the dumps, living in the basement of my mind and depths of my soul because I love the Lakers. However, my love for the Lakers is eclipsed a little bit by my hatred for LeBron James. Now, that's not really hatred. I don't hate the man, but he is just one of the worst basketball players I've ever seen. And he's good on the court, but what a terrible human being for the shit he says and the way he conducts himself. He's just a fuck up. So I gave up my Lakers having a chance at a championship. It does 2 things for me. One, it sours LeBron James. Yay. I would like that. Makes me feel bad for the Lakers organization. Oh, we feel sad there. However, it also does another thing for me. It preserves Michael Jordan's legacy as the greatest basketball player of all time. Yay. So we're back to yay. See, went full circle there. Aren't you glad you stuck with me on that? Good. Glad you came along. All right. So, yeah, and we've already settled the debate. I won't get into this. You know, when I talk about basketball, there's assholes and don't talk about sports, man. And then I started the thing with a little political joke, a little humor, and thrash for life, and don't talk about politics. Well, why don't we just take a poll, and someone will say no politics, someone will say no religion, someone will say no sports. I guess we could all just sit here and stare at each other. Wouldn't that be fun? You see thrash for life when you start abiding by what every single person in the comment section says. When you start going with the... You see how that works? So now I didn't want to single thrash for life out, although, he did say it first. So fuck that guy. You can't do it. Thrash for Life been around a long time. He's got thick skin. But in the beginning, don't fucking complain about the intro. It's on a timer. You can read the fucking timer. You know when it's going to end. If you don't like it, turn it off and come back in when it hits 0. That's one. Number 2, don't tell me what to fucking talk about during my show. You know, because what you'll do is you'll piss me off, and I'll start drinking, and then I'm going to go fucking sideways. Because you guys remember the old days. The more I drink, the weirder the fucking show got. We went under 2.5, 3 hours, and there was some shit to be said, was there not? The best part of this is tonight, especially, I need you guys to realize something. We're going to go a bit old school. Tonight's program is going to be a very symbiotic relationship between you and I. I am going to drink. That's my responsibility, to drink and tell you all sorts of stories, all right? Your job is to drink and believe my stories. Now, this isn't going to work if one of us isn't doing our job. Now, you can clearly see I'm living up to my part of the social contract right now. But if you're not drinking, if you're not smoking, stroking, toking, or joking, if you're not doing one of then you can't participate in the way the program was designed. Now, I'm only saying this not because I want you to get high or want you to get drunk. No. I wouldn't feel that way. I'm just trying to allow you the correct path to get the full experience of the show. That's all I'm doing, as any good trained broadcast professional would do. Well, that's me sitting in the chair. And the only reason I'm here is because there's no one else to do it. Otherwise, someone else would be here, and I would be serving them coffee and donuts or something like that. But there's no one else here. You're stuck with me. So again, I say we need to drink. Any excuse to throw one back. Training wheels. Okay, so saying about Two Bear, he would normally be sitting there watching drink after drink after drink, just staring at the TV. You know, he's got a big 24-foot TV on his wall, and he just stares, all the lights out, and the thing he leaves it on for too long. He falls asleep in his chair. He gets a sunburn. That's how big and bright his TV is. No, it's bad. So he regulate, but he sits there with his drink, and his wife comes by and just keeps it full all the time, and it works out well. Now tonight, I know he's in the show. He's in the program here. He's doing the Blue Wrench thing, so we're covered on that. We don't have no fear of him getting burned by his own TV. Now, with that being said, there's another jabroni up in Nevada who is my brother-in-law. You guys know him as the Sun Valley Fox, and we have to do the show right at 6. I was told, do the show from 6 to 7. Don't go longer. Don't do it shorter. Don't start early. Don't start late. And here's why. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to be able to move the time slots of the program around as weather permits. However, the Sun Valley Fox, he's old. His medication only works at a certain time. Now, his wife, who is lovely and beautiful and kind, she's got it down to where his medicine just starts to take effect right at 6. His eyes come open. He sits up in his chair. You know, he's just talking in complete sentences, and it only lasts for a little while. So we have to schedule things around him as a part of his family. He's family, you know, just, even though, you know, he didn't abide by the dying wishes of his poor sainted mother, and he was in the will that she left when my wife's mother died. His mother also, he's my brother-in-law. When she'd passed away, she did write in the will that he was supposed to keep my whiskey decanter filled at all times until he passed on. He's never filled it once. No, not one time, 0. So, but I'm the bigger man, and not just in size. Not only am I 300 pounds larger than him, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a man's spirit. I'm the bigger man. I'm coming forward and saying, yes, I will continue with the show. I will schedule it around his medication time, even though he has slighted me, even though I feel bad in my marriage. He's damaging my marriage and my relationship. Why are you here? Hi, you're here. Are you? Hold on. Hi.
Hello.
Say,
Hello.
you're on.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Oh
it's
my
Gen X
God.
Mom.
Yeah, where have you been all my life? Good Lord.
Just around the corner.
The sexy girl has returned, and
Well,
she's here. Yeah.
Mike Perkins sent a PayPal.
Mike Perkins. Now, before you begin, Mike Perkins is the man. He was doing security for us
He's
in
my
Reno.
personal bodyguard.
Personal bodyguard up there, and he's coming down to help with the studio when Lionheart comes in. He's
Yes,
gonna
he did.
fly
He
in.
already checked in.
Did he?
He said that already on the chat.
Look at that.
He's
Okay.
coming.
What's Mike got? Oh wait, he sent beer money? No.
No.
Crown Royal money for
He's
Lion.
remembering ZEO tonight. ZEO,
kid, yeah.
yes. $50 for the ZEO to take his girlfriend on a really nice date. That's what that's for. Also, his graduation is next
How
week.
do we convince the kid to go on a really nice date, though? He takes her to Taco Bell and McDonald's. Then we say, listen, son, you got to take your girl to someplace nice.
Yeah.
So he goes on a date. He comes back. I'm like, okay, how'd it go? He says, we went to Denny's, Dad. Gotcha. I go, Denny's? Okay. All right. You can't
We're
sit
stepping it
down.
up, but got to go slow.
You can sit down there. That's true. But
That's true.
not exactly what I had.
Also, the Sun Valley Fox checked in. He's
okay,
watching.
his medication. No, he can. No,
He says that.
Yeah, this
he
is
says,
good.
General, hurry up! I'm falling asleep.
See, and
Says, "Thanks, General."
I spent too much time fucking around, and we've wasted part of the program when he could have been getting an education, and now it's just I blundered it. I'm sorry. We'll have to try again. All right. So, Drop'em says, "Kid, make food for the girl." Did you not see the cooking show we did? Did you not see how that turned out? Raise your hand. Did anybody see the live cooking show we did? No, we did it. We did it in the kitchen. We had like 4 different cameras set up, all sorts of lighting. Gen X Mom ran the switchboard. We did a cooking show. I even wore that stupid fucking apron that I promised I'd never wear. And then you guys all had me chipped in money to wear the goddamn hat. I lost a bet on that one because I said I'd never. Who else? Who's got it here? Hands going up. Top Knots rules in there. Mrs. 4. There's some hands, some thumbs up. Those are the ones you guys saw, right? That I pulled it. I didn't want that out there on the internet. Whatever you guys saw, it was privated immediately. So whoever was there live, you got to see it. And I guess it was a right. Everybody was laughing their asses off. You guys were laughing so hard. You were making Gen X Mom laugh behind her camera. She could barely do the stream deck and the buttons and switching the camera. She was laughing so hard. So whatever you guys did, that was great. Helped her out a ton. All right. Jason, there's not going to be another cookie when I'm not doing that shit again. That was horrible. That was so embarrassing. And the kid was yelling at me, and I was yelling, "Yes, chef." And then he burnt the noodles. I didn't burn anything. I was doing my job, and I was measuring things out in very much Generation X style. You know, he got mad at me. We did a replay here at the house for some of the scenes, and then he got mad. He was showing, because I think my wife had missed some of it because she was talking to you guys, but he had said he needed a certain measurement of butter, and on the cube of butter, the brick of butter, it has the measurements. So I looked at it, and I just broke the butter and peeled it off, and I had the butter in my hand, and I right in the bowl. It was the right measurement. I pinched my fingers off right at the whatever it was on there. I did that correctly. I did it like you're supposed to. Then the other one, he got mad at me. They couldn't find the juicer. They're supposed to get some lemon juice. And he like shaves the skin of the lemon for something. And then we're supposed to put in, and nobody could find the juicer. So I'm like, fuck it. So I just grabbed it, cut it into pieces, and I squeezed the lemons really hard. And all the juice went into the pan, just like you're supposed to. And don't tell me I didn't measure it right, because you can't measure it when you're using a juicer either. So don't act like you're better than me, okay? Because I handled my stuff, and I did it live. I did it. I improv the whole thing. Don't act like I did. There did no rehearsal, baby. We did that thing live. We read the stuff on there. I'd never seen what it was in there. I knew what all the measurements were. I'm not stupid. I know metric systems. So when it said, it said 3/8. What did it say? 3/8 of something. I know that's 10 millimeters. Because in wrenches, 3/8 is similar to 10 millimeters. I knew what I was doing. I was just as good as anybody on that program. I did my job, and I do it again. All right. Oh, there's some stuff in the sheets. You guys have already got me. I'm already getting my dander up right now. Can you believe that? It's early in the show, and my dander is up. You seriously don't know what that means when I tell you that my dander's up? Oh, for Christ's sake. Okay, look. If you're going to sit there and stare at me, what's your dander? You mean got your dander up? Was that a sexual reference? No. But if you don't know what getting my dander up means, then you need to leave the program. Go on now. If you're a millennial or a Gen Z and you don't know what dander, go leave the program and come back later but sit at the little kids table when you return. Do not try to sit with the rest of us. There's adults here having Gen X conversations and above, and we ain't got time for the educating the dumbasses and the bullshit. Just trust me on that, okay? It's a real word, and it really does mean something, and I used it correctly. Don't blame me that I didn't use it correctly, because I did. There's a ton of people. I'm reading it. There's a ton of Gen Xers in here right now. I know what he was saying. Why the fuck did we stop the program? I knew what he was saying. Come on, man, let's go. Yeah, I'm with them. Mind your business. Oh, kids these days. All right. Bump, 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 bump. The man they call Jay, member for 12 months, bottom of the Glass Nation. Best ever bar. You guys aren't going to let her live that down. One mistake on one T-shirt one time, and you guys, best ever bar here with y'all. Much love, Pops and everyone. Let's make it 2 years. I'll be here under the school bus seat sliding around. The man they call Jay got his big red one. If you guys see anybody in the comment section with the big red one, that means they've been here a year, paying their dues like the rest of us. Mad Cow 1776. If my dad would have treated me like you treat your son, I would have been 10 times the man I am now. Well, now, Mad Cow, that's nice of you to say. Thank you very much for the kind words, but you don't know that for sure. Things can go either way there. You know, your dad did his job and I'm doing mine. I'm sure my older sons think I'm a complete fuck up as a father, but we'll see how that goes once they start having kids. All right, Loud One. Good to see you enjoying the glass we made for you, General. Loud One wouldn't stop using it. Thrash for Life, member for 8 months, bottom of the Glass Nation. We can't get a look at the new truck, General. Listen, that new truck is a sore spot in this family's life right now because I thought I could simply whore my wife out on the corner to make the payments on this thing. Turns out I can't. Turns out we had to start her OnlyFans page up again, start selling her underwear online. It's just been a hassle. So we love the truck, but the price that our family's having to pay, it's one I'm willing to make, but it's tough. All right, the shoeless one, Shoeless Joe Jackson, $10. Oh, I'm gonna get my ass kicked for saying that. It's gonna happen on air sometime, and you guys are just gonna have to live through it. Everyone's gonna drop their drink and go, "That man just got his ass kicked on national television." Yes, I did. Stand by. This will help me get through it. I'm emotionally distressed right now. All right, going back to the sheets. The shoeless one, $10 turn a whole screen yellow for the Crown Apple Fund for Lion. There's somebody that wants that man to be inebriated the entire time he's out here. Now, I think it'll be funny if he's drunk the entire time he's here. That's great. The antics that will ensue will not be measurable. However, I think we need to sober him up a little bit because we do want some of the lines and the things that he's worked straight. You know, we don't want him just winging the whole thing. No. Wicked Widget Productions for 13 months got his big red one, bottom of the Glass Nation member. Well, I guess I'm staying on this ride. I might as well. I have come to love you all. We might as well go over the cliff together. Well, Wicked Widget, my man, and you notice that I always put a little like on your things when you do your live streams on Facebook, your gaming stuff. You notice that? I put something in there. I don't just skip over it. No. Even though it's a different name, I recognize you. I say something. Hydrate. I am. Michael Selman, hello from Omaha. My father-in-law died last Tuesday from a massive stroke. Michael, I'm not sure where you want us to go with that here on the program. Michael Selman wrote, hello from Omaha. My father-in-law died last Tuesday from a massive stroke. Now, if you'd ended it with, you remind me a lot of him, sir, and so I'm very happy to be here, I would have said, thank you. Thank you for the reference. Your father-in-law died? Was he an asshole? Are you glad he's dead? You didn't say. And my father-in-law died, and fuck that guy. You didn't say. Your father-in-law died last Tuesday from a massive stroke. Michael, you could have admired that man. You could have been, you could have felt like your own father is now gone. And it could be a terrible loss for you in your life right now. You didn't say anything. You leave it completely up to speculation. So I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to go with what I think you meant, Michael. And not that I don't enjoy you changing the tempo of the program right under my feet. I'm going to assume you like the guy. I'm going to assume this is a loss for you. And you know what? I'm going to use this opportunity to raise a glass and have another drink myself. Michael, to your father-in-law, I hope he was a good guy. I hope you miss him because that means you cared. And we're moving on. No, I don't always hum when I drink. I'm doing that just for you. Spaceman, how's my favorite Dodger fan? I hope you're talking to me because I do love the Dodgers. I don't want to get into their thing with them inviting the Catholic Church to the gay pride thing. Don't even get me started on that because I don't really care. I don't give a shit. Hey, Thrash for Life, we're talking politics. You okay, buddy? You all right? Now, this is where she starts putting stuff up here really fucking small. Terry Knowles, member for 3 months, bottom of the Glass Nation, got the kid a graduation gift, should be there by the 25th. Terry, thank you, because with all the stuff going on around here, as you members know, you saw the video, Gen X mom got bit by the dog, and she's been out of commission for a couple of days. I've had the toothache going on. I've been out of commission off and on for a few days, and the studio's getting built. All these things going on. And people forget that the kid is graduating high school. He does have a wish list on Amazon. If one of the moderators wants to put that up there, they can. There are a few of you. Terry, thank you for sending something. Even if it's something small, thank you for, there's a P.O. box on there too. If you guys just want to send a card and tell them good job, congratulations. Appreciate it. I appreciate it in advance. Thank you guys for taking time to do that. And there have been a few gifts rolling in. Now, listen, I want to tell you something. Hold on. R2D2 needs to be going here. Hold on. Stand by. We're getting R2 going. Hold on. Come on here. R2. Turn, buddy. And there you go. Right there. Whoa, stop. Oh, stop. Okay, there he is. All right. R2D2 is now in full effect. We should be feeling the temperature change momentarily. All right. The one thing she's doing, get this. So when something does come in the mail, we get something for the kid for graduation. Excuse me. She's not showing it to him. No, she's taking it and she's wrapping it like a real gift, because it comes in an Amazon box. And then she's putting it away. She's not letting him see it. She doesn't know if he's got 3 or 13, and he doesn't know what's in them or how heavy they are. It's not Christmas time. He can't run around shaking them. And she'll give them to him on a certain time for graduation. We're going to let him open them. We are going to do a reveal. Yeah, we'll have a camera on him. We'll just remember when we cut his hair, we put the camera in the bathroom and Gen X mom shaved his head. We'll do something similar. We'll put a little thing together like in the den or something. We'll put a camera and some lights on him. We'll go through them and we'll do it maybe during a live show. That'd be good, right? All right. So we're doing that. But just so you know, that's what she's doing. It makes it even more special. And yeah, she's keeping track of everybody's names. Most of you put names on it. Some of you sent something anonymously, and that's okay. But if the name's on there, then we'd be more than happy to say it with your permission, of course. Oh, where am I? Can't wait till I graduate high school one day. Patrick, see, they're so small. Patrick Tierney, $2. The general retreated. The private kid saved it. The general retreated. The private kid saved. Now, I realize what she's writing is small, and the general retreated. The private kid saved it. Matt, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. Patrick, let's try again. John Morgan, $2. Second cooking show, not going to happen. Two Bear, $1.99. Head and Shoulders. Not sure what that means. The Time. Now, see over here, I can read that because my whole screen turned pink. And now it's gone. It was on my screen, but she's been moving stuff, and I got to go find it again because she moves stuff around. Oh, there it is. The Time, $50. Turn my whole screen pink. What did you love most about your country that you don't now? Wow, boy, the Time is putting me on the spot. Couldn't you just said, great show, here's $50 for your whiskey fund? Couldn't it have been that? No. The Time says $50. What did you love most about your country that you don't now? The thing that I used to love about my country that I don't now? We didn't used to be so afraid. Right now, whether it's the government or president, legislators, we weren't so afraid of standing up for what's right. We weren't so afraid of calling things how they're supposed to be called with common sense. We weren't afraid of. We weren't so scared that we let a few people in the country run the majority of people in this country. That's never how it's worked. We took a vote. You take a vote on something. A president or a governor comes out and says, "All right, I want to pass a law," and you rule. You pass a law by what the people say, right? The majority of the people. If a president comes out and says, "All right, everybody in the country, raise your hand. I think murder's bad and murder should be illegal," and 99% of the people raise their hand in agreement. Yes, murder should be legal. And you got a few people that will say, no, murder's not illegal. Murder's okay. I can do that if I want to. And then we say, sorry, dude, the general population, the majority has ruled, we're passing a law. Murder's bad. Okay? And just to prove that point, you're never going to pass a law that pleases everybody. There's always going to be a handful that doesn't agree with you or that the law affects badly. It's just how it's going to happen. You can't get away from that. You can pass laws on the welfare system reform and do the best you can. There's going to be some people that get left out in the cold. There's going to be some people that slip through the cracks. There's going to be problems. That's just the nature of the business. However, you rule and you govern to the majority of the people. We all raise our hand and say that. Now, someone says, do you want transgendered people in third grade classrooms? No, we don't. 97% of the people go, no, we don't want that. But they pass laws and rule with the 3%. We're afraid of them. We're afraid because that 3% has a few key politicians in the right places. That 3% has the news media that will come down on you, and judges will rule against you. So we're afraid of the 3% of the people. I liked it when my country ruled and passed laws when we ruled with the majority, what the majority of society wants. We're not talking about oppression. We're not talking about abusing people. We're not that, which is where they'll take that. We're talking about just doing something. My country wasn't afraid to be right. My country wasn't afraid of standing up for what they believed in. My country wasn't afraid to stand up for the American flag. My country wasn't afraid of all the things that we're afraid of now. I know you just asked me off the cuff, what did I love most about the country that I don't now? I don't love the fact that we're afraid of everything. I don't love the fact that 97% of the country bends their knee to the 3%. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. And that's the part I miss. I don't know if I answered your question correctly. It's time to drink. And my beautiful, lovely, blushing.
Wow, no more for you.
Blushing. Blah, blah,
no more for you.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Rewind.
My bride is here.
We received a PayPal from Mrs. Four. She's in the house with her blue wrench. Mrs. Four said, gave $100. It's not too soon for Mom to pick out her new dining room table.
Okay.
I've started looking, Mrs. Four.
You did that. What store were you in? We just happened to... Earners.
Oh, I was just looking. I was just getting some ideas. I don't know.
Could you not go to Earners?
I've also had people email me saying they want to make me one.
Oh, yeah. No, that's good. I'm all for that. Let's do that. What better way to show your appreciation than let someone make you a table? Or, you know what? Better yet, I'll let you buy whatever table you want at Target or Walmart.
No.
Oh, come on.
No way. Nope. Stop. Nope.
I'm trying to speak here. We're in the middle of a program. Oh, listen, I don't know if you guys can hear me correctly or not. Sometimes I think the video portion of the program's working, but sometimes I question the audio portion of the program. And we have to check the equipment. As any trained broadcast professional would, we would check the equipment from time to time. Now, I don't have an accurate way of checking this microphone like all the big fancy programs do. I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm not Tim Pool. I'm not Crowder. I'm not Sean Hannity. I'm none of those guys, all right? I'm twice those guys, only by size and weight. Other than that, their stature, it casts a shadow over me long and hard. But I do stand up, and I do check my equipment. Now, I don't have a Geiger counter. I can't fly this microphone up into outer space and swing it around by the cord to make sure that it works correctly, because as everybody knows, you can check a microphone in perfect vacuum to a T. What I do is I do it the old Irish way. I do it the way Marconi did it back in the 1675. And when he invented the microphone, this is how they checked it back then. If you can hear this, let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Mic check. This is a microphone check. we good? Anybody hear that? Oh, fucking knocking shit around there. We hear that? We good over there? How about over here? Microphone check. You guys good there? Did you hear that? Everybody here over here? Hold on. We're ending a microphone check, man. Just making sure everybody heard the microphone and we can continue on. And Gen Z kids behind me. What a pleasure it is to have him.
So
go on that microphone right there.
Ghost tree.
What? Holy shit. Wait, give my what is going on here? Oh my God, the green screen effect is up from the cooking show.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that. How did you spot that? That's pretty good.
The tree behind you?
Yeah. Looks all right.
No, it doesn't.
It's fine. Just, you know what? We're going to get on with the show. Everything's good. You don't got to fucking, you're going to do it anyway. And he's going after my shit. I'm not even sure why he's doing it, but here we go. You know you're going to fuck this whole thing up. All right. So while he's grabbing the controls and changing everything behind me, and we can just watch everything gets fucked up.
Whoa, the tree's back to normal. What the heck?
They don't know what you did because you did it too fast. That's why I had to do it.
Yeah, I hit one button. Well, not that hard. Don't think I'm coming in going, great Scott, what is going on? How am I going to fix this?
That's what you're kind of doing. You got in the middle of my program here, in the middle of my show. You're pushing buttons and clicking things. Nobody even knew. Everybody's drinking. Nobody knew that tree wasn't how it was supposed to be, except you.
Everyone thought you had a ghost tree?
Everybody thought I had a ghost tree.
Okay.
I guess I should thank him for that, but whatever. All right, so now that we've done our microphone check and we know the microphone works, we can drink to that. Trippy says, I knew. Well, of course Trippy did. Where are we? Let me jump back over here between the sheets and... boy, I'm way behind in the sheets, aren't I? Wow, I'm way behind. All right, I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. Hopefully my wife hears me and can join along. Mr. Fatty, member for 1 year, I was telling a friend about your show, and I compared you to Joe Rogan's show. Thank you. Undeserved. That is an undeserved praise, but thank you very much for that. You know, I've thought about that. The reason, I think there's many reasons that Joe Rogan would not bend his knee, stoop low enough to ask me to be on the show. But the first thing is that we kind of talk the same. He has people on that are specifically cool in like one category: the moon landing, the Aztecs, the Incas, aliens, deep government stuff. And then he asks questions and gets what am I going to bring to the table? Joe Rogan takes from an average Joe, see what I did there? An average jabroni's point of view, and he'll get Jordan Peterson on, and he'll ask probing questions from that point of view. Well, I'm that guy. I'm the average guy. He, if he asked me a question, I'd answer it the same way he would. It would be probably be the most boring live stream ever. I mean, I'd go in a heartbeat. I'd even get on an airplane. I'd go, and I promise I would make it as interesting and as funny as possible. But I kind of think that unless Joe could carry the entire show, we'd just be drinking and smoking cigars like two dudes in the backyard, and no one would give a shit what we're saying at all. So, Joe, there's your invitation. If you ever wanted to take a day off where you don't have to think during your podcast, I'm your guy. Oh, for God's sakes. The Trippy Pineapple, $2 hydrate. P.S. Stir the garlic. Yeah, that was it. I was stirring the garlic on the show. God damn it. Trippy remembers that shit. Hogs14, new member. General, how do you feel about homeschooling? I love homeschooling. I did to give you the quick, I've involved in any different levels of homeschooling for the past 30 years. The only thing you have to remember in homeschooling is you have to have very good ways for your children to interact with other children in social groups, whether it's through church or camps or baseball. I know you can't quite duplicate a school setting for kids picking on kids and stuff like that and learning those things. I get it. But the homeschool trade-off is amazing. Absolutely amazing what you can get. And that's only because there's so many good teachers out there, but you're not guaranteed to get all the good teachers that care. You're not. Plus the indoctrination factor, on and on. Brandon Mitchell, member for 14 months, big red one. Brandon with the Bottom of the Glass Nation. I activated the like button. Did you? What's the like button? What is he talking about? Now I feel stupid. How come nobody informed me? What's the like button? Yes, I did it too. Duh, Brandon. Of course I did. I turned on my like button before you. Of course stupid question. Yes, I got my like button. In fact, I had it before you did, and it was a better color than yours too. So, yeah, like button. I hit my like button like 5 times already tonight. Duh. I Ranch 454, member for 1 month. Now, General, if Gen X Mom says she wants you to do another cooking show, you know you will do it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to. And I don't care how many hookers she sends my way. The answer is always going to be no. I hate fucks. How far from Orange County are you? Well, Trippy Pineapple on staff lives in Orange County, and we are, Trippy, what would you say we are? 2.5 hours away? About 2.5 hours away. We go down there. We do stuff down that way often. It's not out of the realm of driving. Robert London, member for 2 months. I don't know if I missed it when I was syncing up my sat dish after the fucking woodpecker hammered on it and knocked it out of sync. But how's the tooth? It's tolerable tonight. I'm numbing it with whiskey, and it seems to be working famously. All right, working my way back up. J-Mac, member for 1 month, bottom of the glass nation. There's a reason why alcohol is called truth serum. Yes, there is, J-Mac, and we put a spin on that for the truth is at the bottom of the glass every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Los Angeles time. See how I did that? I got a plug in for the program. See, work that in there. Oh, my goodness. Going back up. Josh D, member for 5 months. He's an extra. Josh, thanks for hanging out for 5 months. Joe DeMitt, Gen X Talks, the ultimate parental revenge when your kids have kids. Yeah, because you can buy them loud toys, and they love them, and you send them home with them, and they have to keep them, and make sure you buy them a toy that doesn't have a battery, doesn't require a battery, but it's really fucking loud, and then drums and a real piano, and a toy that makes a random noise for no reason. That's what you send home with your 4-year-old grandchild. Sean for Nose General, like the picture looking behind you. Yeah, that's that one over here. Boom, boom, boom. That was done by Mr. Knight, and he painted that, and all you guys did was make fun of me in that picture. That's my wife and I. You said it looked like Sasquatch from Harry and the Hendersons. Remember that? Hurt my feelings, gave me nightmares for a couple days. Thanks a lot. Mrs. Fort Watton gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships. Leslie Mass, Bo Nose, Takasama, Danger D, and Scratchmaster. That means you guys, now that you're members, you guys are temporarily green, just like money, because it was free, and you can go to the community section and look up all the behind-the-scenes cool stuff that goes on. Now those are available to you, but only for a limited time. All right, can we get off the sheets now and go back to something I want to talk about? You know, whoa. I've ruined the sheets now. Yeah, I'm all the way at the bottom of the sheets, and I don't know how to get back up there. Whoa, that's going to be a long walk. Grab that and slide it. Come on, buddy. Okay. Oh, thank God. All right. Brandon Mitchell, $5. We know where that's going. Rowdy Bobby, my birthday is tomorrow. Well, then call me tomorrow, Rowdy Bobby. Tom Miller heading to the Indy 500 this weekend. The kid was there not at the race, but he kissed the bricks. Got a picture of him. Matthew Lambert lost another brother in arms Sunday to suicide. Happens 3 to 4 times a year now. I know it will never end, but reach out for help if you need, and please, if you know a veteran, reach out and listen if needed. Two Bear is a guy in the thread when the situations come up where sometimes you guys are in here and there's a person saying some stuff, thinking a direction, putting a few words out there. Two Bear is on staff here, senior staff member, sergeant at arms. That cat will find out everything he can about that person and follow up with names and phone numbers and trying to get in touch and trying to do what we have not that we're all not into that, we are, but Two Bear makes it his personal mission in life on behalf of Gen X Talk staff to track down people and stave off situations like that. Just so you know, sorry for your loss and hats off to Two Bear. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I will hydrate when I goddamn feel like it. I'm a grown-up, haven't you noticed? Screen name 816, graduation preparations. Well, my wife has the entire house decorated with graduation stuff. The front lawn is decorated with graduation stuff. And I'm not sure what she has planned. If there's a special show, a special program, a live stream, I'm not sure where she's going with that. But something's coming. We got to make sure the kid doesn't get lost in the shuffle here, because I'm very good about ignoring all of my 8 children and just going my own way. And I'm getting better about it. Dave Ranke, watching from South Africa. Love your content, buddy. Thanks, Dave. Where were you yesterday for the World Show? Dave, we had a World Show. Dave, we were talking about how in the World Show, we were talking about perspectives on how Americans view other countries, how other countries view us. I was waiting for we got 3 or 4 of you from South Africa to chime in. Dave, where were you? Dave, during the World Show. We needed you at that moment. You let me down, Dave. You let me down. He didn't even know he let me down, but now I'm making him feel guilty. Drake Wood, I'm 31, but I was raised old school the right way. In my opinion, these kids nowadays are too soft and don't know what work is. That is true. My sons are like that. Gen Z kid was the epitome of that not too long ago. And I'm going to tell you, in the last 6 months, there's been such a dramatic change. In the last 2 months, my wife and I have seen some. He'll walk over to say something to me where I'm sitting in a chair and we're talking, and when he leaves, he grabs the trash of mine that's on the chair and just takes it and throws it away. He sees his mother pulling the trash out of the kitchen trash. He walks over, takes it out for her. Without being told, he is turning some of those corners of maturity and responsibility that every parent sometimes we wait 30 years to see that shit. And he's doing it now. And I couldn't be more proud of the kid, really. I Hate Fucks member for 1 year. My uncle died Saturday night. What is with everyone dying? Is this the dying show? Is you just going to keep telling me everyone? You're going to bum me out, man, because I take that stuff seriously. No, all of you guys, I know you think I just brushed it. I don't. It bothers me like it bothers you, just not as much because I didn't know the person, but it still hits. You get, all right, we'll do it again. I Hate Fucks member for 1 year. My uncle died Saturday night, and he lives in Orange County. If they have a funeral out there, I'd like to try to meet up with you. With you guys. There's talk about flying the body back here to Chicago. Well, 2 things come to mind from that sentence. If you're out this way, I Hate Fucks, I would very much make an effort to meet you, as I would any of you. But I would if you're coming out that way. Also, if you're going to be in Chicago, you know that Two Bear and I are putting a motorcycle Route 66 road trip together in 2024, and we're going. We're going out that way. We're going to ride the whole way. We got a chase truck and a trailer that's going to follow with tie downs. We can put bikes on trailers I can hold 6 bikes on my trailer or more, and if they break down, we can fix them. We can keep going. We're not going to get stuck. So we want to do this. We want to go the whole route on that. And if we end up in Chicago, which is where Route 66 ends up, I Hate Fucks. If I don't see you in Orange County, please allow me the privilege of shaking your hand at the end of that route. I would very much appreciate it. And my wife is breathing down my neck. What did I do now?
I'm back.
It's a good thing you're really pretty, because you scared the shit out of me when I didn't know you came in.
Ew.
And I got to the corner of the eye. I'm like, oh shit. And I don't
Good. I'm glad you're still scared of me.
Okay, I didn't say I was scared of you. I was scared at the moment because you appeared and I didn't know you were there. You could have been anybody.
All right. Well, PayPal. Hi, Sammy Joe.
Sammy Joe, the sugar mama.
$10, just fulfilling my sugar mama duties. Love you guys and appreciate you more than you know. Also remember, Gen X Talk Gaming is on Twitch, and I'll be there moderating.
I have 2 things to say before you leave. What was the 2 things?
Oh, my goodness.
No, hold on. I got them for sure.
I don't have all day.
No, I know. Okay. I have a confession.
Oh, no.
No, it's...
Right now, in front of everybody?
I think it's safety right now. It won't... You're going to be pissed.
Why do you think that's a safety net?
Because then you won't say shit in front of people. You're not going to...
What?
Okay.
Okay, go.
You're going to be mad.
All right.
Lionheart is going to go fucking ballistic sideways and refuse to come help put the studio together.
Get to it, man.
Trippy is going to be scratching his head going, not sure if I'm happy or not happy about this.
Get going.
I did something without anybody's permission.
That's not surprising.
But I did it in a good way. I put a safety valve on it, okay?
Let me hear this lie.
It's not a lie.
Take a drink. Tell me the truth.
The truth is right here, and this is about Sammy Joe.
I got to get back to the sheets. Let's go.
Wait, hang on.
It's about Sammy Joe.
Don't rush me. Same thing I tell her in bed. Don't rush me. All right. Same thing she tells me in bed. I got to go. All right. Low Torque is no longer on staff.
That is correct.
He is on hiatus.
That is correct.
So on the website, no one ever goes to the website and looks up staff, but if they ever did, it shows Low Torque with all of his ranks being stripped down, but it has a big on hiatus across his picture. Mm-hmm. Okay. Next to Low Torque is a picture of Sammy Joe.
Is she the substitute?
No. She is a probationary intern, and it shows her as a Twitch moderator. That's all it says.
Okay.
That's all it says. I didn't say she's staff and she's invited to the staff party.
Okay.
She gets to be the girl that jumps out of the cake. No. I didn't say any of that. But I did it without permission.
What was I supposed to be mad about?
I figured because I made a decision about a staff member without telling you.
Oh, what? Don't worry about me. You got to talk to CEO.
Yeah, he's going to be pissed too.
I'm not in charge of that.
And Lion's really going to be pissed.
Yeah, well, you'll hear from him later.
So as everybody, especially Sammy, runs off and she can print it out on her Christmas cards and show all her family. Low Torque, as you might have noticed, no longer has a blue wrench. Low Torque is, in his words, is recovering some personal time to be more with his family and it's true, he is. And I love Low Torque, and he lives in my neighborhood. He's still going to be around. I couldn't bear to just axe him, even at his request. I couldn't bear to do it, so I put him on hiatus, which I'm sure he would agree with. That's it can be forever, but it can be a long term, it can be a short. It is a good terminology for him. All right, where was I? Leslie Mathis member for 6 months. General, I can fly out there and help you with a cooking special. Well, if Leslie's going to fly out here, now I might consider doing another one. You know, there's not a lot of room in that kitchen when you're a guy my size. If you're going to help me out with that, it might be a little crowded in that kitchen. I'm just saying, certain little things having something going on there. But I might consider that. Phoenix Common Star Marcus, new member? Phoenix Common Star 2 new member. With graduation around the corner, I'm looking forward to the 18th birthday. Which speech will CEO get? He gonna get the one, here's your Samsonite, here's a $100 bill, and here's your bus ticket. Now get the fuck out. Same as every other kid got when they turned 18. We'll get into more of that later. All right, loud one, $5. My enclosed race car trailer is a 28-foot internal for the Route 66 cruise. Yeah, mine's not, and mine would be subject to the weather. It's not internal. Loud one probably got workbenches and shit in there too inside. I do not have that. Mine would be a drive it up on there and bear the weather and go. All right. John Morgan, member for 2 months. My dad had back surgery 2 weeks ago. I just visited him and asked him to sneak a whiskey to him since my mom won't let him drink while he is recovering. Toughest man I know. John, I hope you brought him that whiskey. God, that's the only part of the story I want to know now is, did you bring him that whiskey? All right. There was some things we were going to say. We had some actual things to get to in here. I know you guys don't believe it, but it's true. Let me remember this screen. Remember when we actually talked about stuff? Okay. Let's get a good one out of the way first. You guys all know Josh Maddox is on staff here, and as Low Torque exited, Josh is transitioning. The baton is being passed. Josh will be taking over all of the Rumble duties. He thinks it's going to be simple, but I got like a 16-paragraph thing from Low Torque that says, well, now Josh is going to have to pay attention to this because, General, you fuck up and you use the same title twice, and it comes up and it has a different file system, and you got to put it on. Remember, you screwed up and you have 2 different channels in there. One we use, one we don't, and you got to pay attention. He's got this whole thing, 16 paragraphs of stuff that I'm supposed to relay to Josh on how to be the Rumble guy. And I just wrote back to Low Torque and said, why don't you just teach this all to Josh and leave me out of it? So hopefully he's doing that. But everybody, you guys can welcome Josh. He is the new director. He is the new captain. He is steering the ship at Rumble. So if Rumble falls off a cliff, it's his fault. All right. What else? Okay. There's a couple things that piss me off. Can you believe it? Are you shocked? Let me tell you. One, This was a stupid one. The Biden's Department of Education claims district removing books discussing bestiality likely violated the law. Well, it shouldn't have. There. Common sense. I'm just going to say it. 97% of Americans would say, dude, don't be discussing that shit in school. Don't be putting in elementary or junior hires. We'll those topics come up. We'll handle them at home as parents. Keep it out of the school system. 97% of Americans would agree with me. That's some shit you just don't do. That shit stays out of schools. Let parents talk to their kids how they want to, when they want to, and where they want to. So if that violated the law, it shouldn't have. And I'm tired of 3% of the country running my country. And she's back. Oh, say it again. There you go.
I'm back.
Now what?
Now I have
What?
to read this. I am so laughing already.
What?
Michelle M.
Michelle,
Oh,
yeah, Michelle M.
Michelle M. She sent $50 on
love
PayPal.
Michelle.
She goes, this is Michelle M. 1 cup cluster, 2 cups fucks, been one of those nights, studio fun, back to the pits.
Wait a second.
You gotta love her.
You got to read those ingredients again.
Okay. 1 cup cluster.
Yeah.
2 cups fuck. Cluster fuck.
Cluster
Been
fuck.
one of those nights. Studio fun. Back to the pits. Gotta love her.
Oh my God, you gotta love Michelle. Oh, thank you for doing that. That was a good. I'd interrupt the show for that anytime. All right. Yeah, this is kind of stupid. Deputies searching for 2 escaped prisoners considered armed and dangerous, or as I call them, before and after. Before and... No, never mind. All right, this one's going to piss my wife off a lot. And I don't even have an answer. I read the article 3 times. Yes, I can read. And even though they used words with more than 3 syllables, I still got the gist. The NFL has changed some of their rules yet again. On a punt return, on a kick return, when you call fair catch so no one tackles you, they're now going to move the ball automatically to the 25-yard line, but they have a rule where if you want to, you can immediately free kick the ball back the other way, and the ball can remain in play at the other end of the field. That's an option. I don't know why. There was a few other rules in there, and when I read them, I couldn't understand some of the rules, but I noticed it was all kicking teams, punting and kicking teams. Why are we even having them anymore? Because if the other team is always, they've made the rules so delicious that you always, no, we'll just take it at the 25-yard line. No, we won't run the ball back. We don't need to kick the ball back. We just run 25-yard line. You're eliminating special teams. Follow me, sports fans, just for a minute. Everybody else, endure. If you're getting rid of special teams for kickoff, kick return, punt, and punt return, if you're just saying, fuck it, we don't need any of these guys anymore, just the punter and a guy to catch the ball, we'll just take the penalty at the 25-yard line and move on. Why wouldn't you do that on your roster? Because now you can take probably 6 people off of your team. You can get rid of them. You don't need special teams. Probably there's overlapping positions, but you could probably take a good 6 people off your team. Now you got 6 slots that are opened up for extra running backs, extra receivers, extra guards and tackles if injuries occur. You can have them dressed and ready to go because you're not going to use special teams anymore because the NFL is turning into flag football. But what I thought when I read this, I was so pissed. This is what came to my mind. This is the NFL in 10 years. All the rule changes on don't touch the quarterback, don't hit the quarterback. If you look at the quarterback too hard, that's a flag, it's a penalty. Don't taunt the other team. Don't make fun of the other team. Don't laugh at the other team. And don't run too close to the other team's sidelines or we're going to flag you for a penalty because you're misbehaving. I think this right here depicts the NFL in the next 10 years. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. All right. Sorry, back to our regularly scheduled program. For those of you who know what the NFL is, that was fucking funny, okay? David Black, $5, turn my whole screen teal. I got it, General. Cooking special, barbecue grill edition, sit, drink, whiskey, cigars. Yeah, David, I'll do one of those this summer. if we can do one outside, I have a big barbecue. It's a bar. It'll seat like 6 or 7 people comfortably at this bar. We could do different camera angles as long as we had people at the bar sitting there engaging, all of us on camera, all of us all the time doing stuff with one on the grill, one on the prep area. Yeah, I would do that if you were one of the people, David, that would come sit there at the, you're not too far away. You're on the coast. We could figure that out where you could come over, crash out for the night. We could do that. Wouldn't that be a good show? That would be a great show. I would do that. I'd be into that. Loud One, $5. Workbenches, power, lights, and tools. All right. Loud One has just volunteered his trailer. So now, if I volunteer the truck, then someone's got to volunteer to drive because I'm going to have my face in the wind. And Two Bear's going to have his face in the wind. We're not fucking driving the truck. Michael Ferrante, General, you're a light bulb today. You're lit and filled with lots of enlightenment. Michael, that was the nicest thing anybody's told me in quite some time. Thank you for saying so. What was I going to say? Something else? No, moving on. D. Shearer, welcome to being an extra. D. Shearer is a local guy around town here. Lives just past Low Torque a little ways. We had lunch with D. Shearer. Again, if you were part of the membership program or on Patreon, if you're a Patreon, you would have seen the pictures. We took a picture at lunch of all of us sitting there having a good time. So if you missed it, then it's your fault, not mine. Loud One, $5. I'll be there for the barbecue show. All right. I've got 7 seats I can put out there. I got 7 stools that can sit across. It's bar height. Listen, that little corner of the yard is pretty fucking cool. There's 2. I got 7 seats. There's 2. Loud One and David Black. If he said yes, he didn't say yes, but if he says yes, one of them's his. KG Texas been for 6 months. I'll drive the trailer. All right, now we got a driver. We're good to go. We're getting there, man. David Black, $5. I'll bring the mini pit and do some tri-tip as well. No, David, you can't steal my thunder, man. You can't show me up. It's too easy to do. You could make hamburgers and it come out better than what I make, and you can't have that, especially in front of my girl. David, you just got to show up, David. Don't you bring any meat. You ain't bringing shit. You sit down, you drink, you smoke a stogie, and you nod your head and make sure the host looks good. That's your fucking job, man. Chair number 1 is for David, but only if he's going to do a good job. Mr. Fatty, remember for 1 year, you can do a block party in your cul-de-sac. Yeah, we could. We only have one. I could block off all of the cul-de-sac and some of the street, and I'd only be taking up one person's driveway other than mine, and I would just tell my neighbor next door to just mind his own fucking business. And he'd leave it alone. He'd whine about it, but eventually he'd let it go. He wouldn't call the cops or anything like that. So we could do that. We could do a block party out front. And just think, Trippy Pineapple could drive his truck up. He's got a little camper built in the back, all of his shit. He could just live there for 3 days. He could be the block party supervisor for 3 days. It would work. I'm telling you, the greatest things come to mind when you drink. I've got one more shot to get to the bottom of the glass, and then the truth comes out. Shoeless One, this member for 6 months, said he would co-pilot with KG. Two Bear, you can't bail on this is the Two Bear Route 66 run. You can't bail on us, Two Bear. You're gonna have to make this work, baby. We got to do this together. We got side by side. We got to go. Wait. Okay, there's a couple rules. If we're actually going to put this together and invite other people, which I'm fine with. 1, don't sign up for this if you don't know how to ride in a group. If you don't know, go look it up. There's probably some tutorial about etiquette. If you've never ridden as a pair or you've never ridden as a group, don't fucking come or get way behind me. That's 1. Secondly, no Honda Goldwings, okay? You can have a Harley, you can have an Indian, you can have a Triumph, but if you show up in a full dress Honda Goldwing from 1992, I'm going to be upset. And you're probably going to find your bike disassembled on the side of the road and a trail of dust. I'm just saying, if it's our run, we're making the rules, all right? I wish we could do it and stop off at Sturgis. That would be fucking great. Although my wife would be like, you're getting too old for Sturgis. All the shit that goes on there. She knows, and I've been there twice. She's been with me right as Sturgis was starting one time. She would be like, you're too old for that shit. Which I'm not. Older the bull, the stiffer the horn. My wife is back.
Yes.
You're smiling, so you're not mad. Good.
No, Sun Valley Fox says I'll be there, chair number 3.
Chair number 3, Sun Valley Fox. I'm digging this. Okay, the barbecue show is starting to come together. Yeah. No, I'm into that. Now you got to remember, see, Jules, I'm thinking of the line. Now, picture the kid and I are behind the grill fucking around,
Yeah.
right? And you got David Black in chair number 1.
Uh-huh.
You got Loud One in chair number 2.
Uh-huh.
You got you in chair number 3.
No, Sun Valley
Fox, chair number 3.
Yes.
You got you running around doing your thing like you always do.
Yes.
We have had some great barbecues over the years.
It's going to be fun.
That's going to be good. So we got 3 of the 7 chairs filled.
We got to get that to happen.
Then
we got to do a live stream.
Gen Z kid, if I gave him unlimited resources,
Oh, great.
he would have that whole place wired with cameras. He'd screw it to the pergola and be
Yes,
like,
he
Dad,
would.
this is going to be epic.
I also have a PayPal
Okay.
from Mrs. Four.
I love Mrs. Four.
$100.
I really love Mrs. Four.
$50 for mom's wine. Love
Starting
it.
to not like Mrs. Four.
And $50 for the guy's liquor bill during the build.
There we go. So it's $50 for the guy's liquor bill. That's Lionheart and myself, and $50 for Gen X mom's wine to put up with us.
Yeah, but you guys don't realize that in the middle of the build, I will be in Vegas
Well, yeah,
because I'm leaving for grandma duties.
we have 9 days. 10 days he's going to be here.
Yes.
And 3 of those days
I will be gone in
you got
Vegas.
to go to Vegas and back. Oh, that's right.
So
We're
you guys
telling
are going to
him-
be on your
That's
own.
right. She's going for grandson duties. Yeah, she's not getting a massage from Manjuelo while she's there. No. All right, where was I? I had stuff to say. I'm not done yet. I have not yet begun to defile myself. Henry Racinos, what's up, buddy? Big fan. You and your son are hilarious. Well, Henry, I'm funny. We know that, but you said my son was funny. Come on, man. Don't lie. We just got to know each other. Henry Racinos, what's up, buddy? Big fan. You and your son are hilarious. Well, come on, man. We're getting along good, and all of a sudden, and now my son's funny too? It's not funny. Not funny at all. Do you see that scene in Goodfellas? Work that out with yourself and then get back to me, Henry. I love you, man. David Black, $5. Nah, that will be in the corner out of view for us. I'll make you look good. No problem. There we go. That's what I want. Undying loyalty to doing everything you can to make me look good. It's hard. It's tough. I can only go so far, and then I need the rest of you to put me on your shoulders and carry my fat ass across the finish line. Please and thank you. Okay, let me go back to what I was thinking about. I had stuff I was going to say. Yeah, because there was emails. There was things going on. Josh FM's guy. Oh, we have a new $2 whore. We do. I'm not sure if I saw her name in here. And I don't know how to look now. She just sent us an email. We used her as a $2 whore because using $2 whores is my specialty. Don't think it's not. And I don't know if I saw her name, so I'm not going to say it because this may carry over. She was excited. She was one of those people who's like really like had a certain part of her life, and she's like, but this has become, you guys, the nation, bottom has become important. And she's like, I will bare my soul. Now she sent me a full naked picture. I can only use the face, of course. That's not true. And she's in there, but I don't know if she's in here by name. So we'll have to look and see. I'm not going to say her name, but we do have a new $2. She is one of you. When she sent the email, I did recognize the name, so it is someone you guys have been talking to. And someone just posted in the sheet, she's not here. All right, but you get a free look, and then next time we'll have to see if she is here. What else was on the agenda? Don't. All right, I want to say something a little bit serious. No joke. Some pour a little something here. Stand by. I'm pouring from the decanter that the Sun Valley Fox did not fill, and I'm almost out. Sun Valley Fox, a little something, something, baby. See? Hint, hint, as they say. All right. Yeah, see? There, she went in there again. Somebody put in $2 and she went in. All right. I'm not kidding. I'm going to drink this, and then I'm going to tell you. It's a guy thing. It's a marriage thing. It's a husband thing. It's a father thing. And it just hit me again tonight, and I want to share it with you. Now, sharing is caring. Now, come on. Okay. As a man, as a husband, as a father, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves for a lot of different reasons. Have to provide. we have to protect, we have to guide. And that's a lot. I think sometimes that women don't understand that as men, we watch everything. We go to a gas station with all of you and the kids in the car, and we get out of the car and we're watching every car. We're watching every person at the bus stop. If anybody begins to move and gravitate towards us, we're on it. You know, there's not many men that I know, not many husbands that I know that just kind of pump the gas, don't know what's going on around me. No. Most of us are aware that you guys and your safety is our responsibility. And we're responsible to get us from point A to point B. And we have to be able to bring money and pay for things as we go. It's vacations and traveling and things like that, just even around town, is a lot more stressful on a husband and a father than you would think. I don't know that you guys fully appreciate what goes on in our mind all the time. And it does. You guys think that we're just going around being grumpy and not really listening to you because we're fucking focusing on tons of shit. We really are. And in today's world, there is so much more to be worried about than there used to be. You know, we're trying to make sure that we're handling stuff as correctly as we can. Now, that's the burden we put upon ourselves, okay? And it can be mild or it can be severe. But even you look at the Sun Valley Fox, whose his kids are all grown and moved out, and he still worries about them. And when he goes and does things, it's either by himself or he takes his bride. And he's a little older than me. And I guarantee that guy, my brother-in-law, still watches every fucking thing around him. When he goes to a restaurant, he'll put his back against the wall to see what's going on. He eyeballs everybody in the room. He sizes it's just how you do things. You can't turn it off. And he's got his bride. He's got his wife of forever with him. He's got you never turn that stuff off. It's always going. But now let me get to the point. Every now and then my wife will say something to me, and I almost like it better when girls don't say something. But I get it. It's okay. But she came to me, it was a few days ago, and this is a true story. She just watching something on TV and got her upset, got her worried, got her scared. And she came to me and she said, is there ever going to be a time that you can think of when California gets so bad, so dangerous, so out there that you need to move us? Now you realize she's putting that on me to make that decision when we leave. I mean, in that statement, she's just saying, it's your call. I know you're being careful. I know you're watching out. Are we getting to a point where you gotta gather us up and move? And I had a very clever, witty answer, as you might expect. I said, well, I'm keeping an eye on everything, and if it gets to the point where I don't feel like I can handle what's going on, or I can't, insert myself into situations and keep you safe, if I ever feel, then we'll talk about moving. We'll pick another place to go. But right now, with what's going on, I'm comfortable that I can handle where we're at. Nothing's out of my, obviously some things are out of everyone's control. It's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying I'm fine with where we're at. I got everything under control. We're good. And she was satisfied with that. She was happy. She's like, okay. And you could see the weight being lifted off of her. But what nobody saw was the weight that just dropped on me as I went and sat back down and stared out the fucking window going, oh, fuck, boy, she's really worried about this. She's more worried than I am. I can't fuck this up. I got to do this right. I can't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up, man. You're going to fuck the whole thing up. And she's counting on you, and you got to do your job here. Get the memo. Talked about the memo. If you don't think that we as husbands and fathers put a ton of that on us already, which we do, and I'm sure there's guys out there that are raising a glass right alongside me right now agreeing. When you girls say something, and you shouldn't not say that. No. I'm not saying don't do that. Please do that, because we want to be the person who gives you the reassurance that everything is okay and we got it under control and we're paying attention, which is what you need to hear. And then you're happy and your weight is lifted and you go on. But please realize the crushing blow and imposition of those thoughts that we now have to carry. It's a real thing. I was talking with one of you guys the other day, an extra guy. Guy's in here right now. I won't mention his name. In here right now. And he's struggling taking care of himself. I mean, he's on the verge of losing his fucking mind, just hanging on by a thread financially, with a place to live, emotionally. There's been some deaths in his family. And I talk to him as often as I can, trying to do what I can. And he's right fucking there on the line. And it's just him. You imagine what it's like raising kids? We had 8 kids under the age of 12 traveling across the country, traveling up and down the Western United States, with one guy in the driver's seat making sure that everything was protected, safe, and flowed like it was supposed to. And I'm not saying I'm super good at it. I'm just as average good as the rest of you. I just want some of you to realize, mainly the girls out there, to realize that it is a huge responsibility that we are willing to undertake. And even we will pile onto us the insecurities and the questions you have without complaining. Ladies, maybe give us a little bit of leeway. Maybe give us just a moment of credit, because that's how much we love you guys and our family. And it was a big thing to have happen to all of us. That moment, I'm 55. I thought I was done with all those things, and she hit me with that 2 or 3 days ago. Just so you guys know, that stuff is still out there. I wanted you guys to know that you're not alone. I wanted all of you to remember that I feel it too, and I go through it too. I wanted you guys to know that the stuff you guys put on yourself and the stuff that your family puts on you, I'm still in the trenches right there, shoulder to shoulder, knee deep in it with you. So for all of you men out there who have protected and watched over your wives and your family, for all of you who've done the best job you can and are still doing it, I'm drinking this drink to you guys. Thank you guys for not making me feel like I'm alone. We're all in this together. We're all on the same side. And there isn't one of you that I wouldn't jump in and help out, just like you guys would for me. Oh, jumping between the sheets over here. Mrs. Fort Watton, to all the men here, thank you for all you do. Sandy, to the real men, we appreciate you. Thank you. There's a couple ladies right there that said something out loud and vocally. It's a true thing. I'm not fucking making this shit up. There's a bunch of dudes right now that are sitting there scratching their heads going, yeah, fuck, he's right. That's me. And you didn't know that anybody was going through it. But we were, man. We were all dumb, and we fell in love and got married. No one told us that this Santa Claus-sized satchel was going on our back that we had to carry forever. Ah, yeah. All right, where was I? Stuff to say. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, don't. Not going to talk about that. There's a flag. No, I'm talking about the American flag and the gay pride flag and the BLM flag. That's a big argument I got in. I go down that room. No, backlash. Yeah. Real quick. So I don't think I got a picture of it. You guys know the Bud Light backlash? Did you know what company is all of a sudden shifting gears, especially in the South? Did you hear about it? It's out there. Target. Target had a big, for June, the Pride Month, and all their displays and they've put them to the back of the store. The CEO has directed a certain number of stores, probably not in California, probably not in New York, probably not in Chicago, but tons of stores they have quietly directed to move all of the gay pride stuff to the back of the store in the corner. Now, they may avoid the Bud Light problem, the Bud Light backlash, but think of what that says. Bud Light, what did they do? They come up with this thing, everybody goes, well, then fuck you. We're not going there. We're not buying it. And so they, well, no, we'll distance ourselves from this whole, we're not really, we're not with them. And then the people said, well, we don't give a shit. You already did it. And now the people, the transgendered movement was like, wait a minute. Now you're against us. Now you're not for, well, fuck you. So they lost everybody. They lost they lost the 97% and they lost the 3%. Target is now scared of the same thing happening, but they did the same thing. So if there's already people saying, I'm just not shopping at Target in the month of June. That's a big thing now. People say, no, you know what? Fuck it. Just to show you how I feel, I'll still shop. The month of June, not doing it. Not going to Target for the month of June. There's already tens of thousands of people that have already said, I'm skipping it. If you're going to fucking do this shit, I'm just going to, you do you and I'll do me, baby. And they're going to skip it. Target's response, move the shit to the back. So you lose everybody who's straight, I guess is the heterosexual, for a month because they're upset with what you're doing, putting it in everybody's face. Then you move it to the back of the store and you lose the LGBTQ movement. They're going, wait, why are we at the back of the store? You motherfuckers. Then you lose them too. Do you see where this is going? At some point, businesses are going to have to go, yeah, let's shelve this idea. Anybody else got anything else they want to do? How about pandas? Can we go to the LA Zoo and let's do pandas for a month and everybody in black and white pandas. Something's got to give. And the 97% is being heard. I have told you against all of these movements, the pendulum is swinging back the other way. And it is. This is another sign. The Bud Light was a big one. Target's another one. Do you guys know that they're moving Hollywood to Texas? Yeah. You think I'm just throwing that out there? I've been wrong on a few things that I've predicted, but I've been right on a fucking ton of them. And those of you who follow all the programs, the World Show and this show and the podcast, there's a lot of stuff I've been right on. And not just me. I mean, millions of people were right. We've all said it together, but I was saying it out loud on a camera where you could record it, where Mrs. Fort Watton could write down, all right, I'm writing that down, motherfucker, and if you're wrong, I'm going to call you out. Yes, the pendulum is swinging. Hollywood, Texas has made it so user-friendly for Hollywood to build studios, to have to film there where their tax liabilities are dramatically less. So much so, everything's being based and filmed in studio and edited and done. And they can still go out on location, but they come back to Texas. Coupled with that, I don't know if you guys knew, there was a law that passed a couple years ago, 3 years ago, I think, that anybody who owned a house over $5 million, I believe it was May 1st, was the last day you could sell your house without this big, huge state imposing tax on the sale of your house. Every actor, there was in story after story after story after story after story, hundreds and hundreds of them selling their houses till people quit being interested anymore. Everybody sold their house who wasn't going to live. An actor can go anywhere because they don't want the taxes in California. Along with that actors are moving to Texas and buying homes and getting land, and studios are building studios. Big names are going out there. If you're from here, if you're from LA, there's no more room for studios. They're in the city. They're all boxed in. You'd have to buy like 10 city blocks for hundreds of millions of dollars and mow it down and build more studios. Universal Studios has nowhere else to grow to. Things like that. MGM, nowhere. Paramount's lot and Disney's lot in Burbank they can't go anywhere. You can't build any further because it's all sewn up with houses. But not Texas. Oh, Texas got a big open land where you can go do some stuff, and you don't think they're thinking about that? You don't think they're doing some of that? Can you imagine if Hollywood leaves California? If the big studios and all the actors and actresses go to where it's friendly? Why wouldn't you go there? I'm telling you, the pendulum is swinging in a lot of different ways. It really is. There's another one. Go look at it. You think I'm full of shit? Go look it up. Not now. We're in the middle of a show. Shut up. Pour your glass and drink. Crack open another beer. Just sit down. Don't go right now, but go in a little bit. All right. Let me jump over here between the sheets. Ron Knight, $20. 20 to the Whiskey Fund. Nice seeing my painting back there, brother. Still here. Just been prepping the house for sale so I can get my butt to New York. Cheers, sir. He publicly said his name, Ron Knight. He made this. Where are we? Over here. Got my. He made that. That guy you just saw, Ron Knight, in there, made that as a gift, and he signed it on the back. You guys have made some. Noster made this flag right here and drove it out. You guys remember that? Him driving it out? 2,000 miles, drove it to hand it to me personally. You guys do more for me than I could ever do for you, and I am eternally grateful. I really am. Zorn76, agenda-driven folks like those end up hanging themselves with their own rope. You can't shout your way to liberation or cancel everyone for that matter. America is becoming fed up, which is going to make them brave again. And you will see the Me Too movement, the woke movement, the Black Lives Matter being put in check. Like they have a function, they have a place. They're not being oppressed. Nobody hates them, but you're going to see them being put in their place correctly. Like I'm in my place correctly. You're in your place correctly. That everyone belongs in a certain, nobody can run roughshod over anybody else. And you certainly can't have 3% of the country running over 97% of the country, which is what's been happening for the past 4 years. Even back in the Trump administration, not that they were doing it, that time period. Write this fucking down. Because if I have a heart attack and die in my sleep this weekend, write it down that maybe I got this right. That maybe after I'm dead and gone, someone's can raise a little bit of a glass and pour some out on the ground and drink the rest. That the general got that right. That the pendulum did eventually swing back the other way. I would appreciate that. All right, Noel, $2 whores rock. Yes, they do. Yeah. I think $2 whores are a necessary evil in the entire world, and don't think I'm not wrong on that. Top Notch Rule member for 8 months. He's an extra. Got a few more to go for his big red one. David Black. Hey, I'll carry all you need. I got you, General. David Black's got my back. He's back. He's back. He's David Black, and everything's rhymes and for a reason. TS Jedi 1, $10. General for the whiskey fund. Thank God, because I'm out. I'm literally on my last little swallow right here. I don't know what I'm going to do. Loud One, $21. The chats we have, General, are not ones I have with many people. It means a lot. That is why you, my family, we would both jump in and help people around us, yet we struggle in quiet on our own at times. I have had many a conversation with Loud One on many levels, just as guys, just as men, trying to function in this world and take care of the people we love. And I know you guys have all done the same. I'm going to drink one more. My wife is coming over. I'm hoping she's bringing whiskey. Okay. So where was I? We are an hour and a half in. I don't feel like stopping. Do you feel like stopping? You want to hang up? You want to back out? I'll back out. Traditional Democrats are very different than progressive Democrats. I need you to know that. Whoa, look what my wife brought me. Ooh, wait, I'll trade you. I want that one. Ooh. My wife loves me so much. Oh, look what she brought. Oh, I was just about to tease you guys with something. I'm sorry, Thrash for Life, we're getting political. Do you want to put your earplugs in, sir? You want to whine and complain? No politics, man. No fucking politics on the program, man. I want you guys to realize something, because as your hatred and your anger grows towards certain people out there in the world, and I have some too, don't think you're alone on that. Traditional Democrats are very different from progressive Democrats. The problem is they all band together. When it's time, they circle the wagons like the bottom of the glass nation. The woke movement, critical race theory, Black Lives Matter, immigration. Traditional Democrats shake their head and go, what the fuck are you guys doing? I know quite a few of them. I promise you, I get letters, I get emails from people going, listen, I'm a registered lifelong Democrat, but this is bullshit. They're out there. Don't despise every Democrat. Not all of them are progressive. Please try to figure out where they are in their mental stability before you pass judgment on any man, human, man or woman. Please take into account that they could be just a hardcore Democrat from back in the day that wants to do the right thing. There are some of them out there. I know you don't believe me, but it's true. I run into them all the time. Then they whisper, they shake my hand, they pull it in close and go, dude, I'm not with all this bullshit. You may be one of those liberal Democrats that isn't for all that bullshit. You don't have to be super left-wing progressive and into all the fucked upness that's going on. Fine. Just be yourself, man. But when it comes time to vote for who believes what you believe. Don't vote down the party line. That's important. All right. Drinking one more. Come on now. TS Jedi and $5. Shout out to my wife. It's our anniversary today. 26 years and still growing strong. Now, if TS Jedi has been able to keep his wife for 26 years, you know what that means? He's the best liar among us. He was able for 26 years to promise his wife stuff she'd never have, places she'd never go, and she believed him and stuck with him. Oh, TS Jet, 26 years. My God. How do you did it? I can only hope to live up to your level, sir. My sister-in-law has been married to the Sun Valley Fox for longer. My sister-in-law has been tolerating the Sun Valley Fox for longer than that. Now, I could give the same speech, because they just recently had an anniversary last week. I could give the same speech and say, no, Sun Valley Fox, and how did you do it? But the truth is, my sister-in-law has already come to me and sat down and said, listen, I knew he was full of shit then. I know he's full of shit now. I just had nowhere else to go. He was not a choice. He was a lack of options. And that's how their marriage survived. So don't T.S. Jedi give you credit for being the master of deceit. In my brother-in-law's marriage, I got to give it to my sister-in-law. I love her to death. Oh, wow. I got different stuff coming in here between the sheets. That means it looks like Trippy Pineapple is in. What's the difference between a Democrat and a leftist? If you think right-wing conservative, okay, extreme right-wing conservative, it's always this neo-Nazi extreme right-wing, you get the image. Leftist Democrat is the Democratic Party, but way out on the progressive side of things. Just think of it that way. There's extremes in both parties, and the extremes in both parties are completely fucked up. Even in the Republican Party, the extreme right is wacko, and the extreme left is wacko. However, in my opinion, the extreme left is there's more of them. They don't call themselves extreme left. They pretend that they're average jabronis, and they're not. Melina Poling, I just discovered your channel. I have been married for 32 years. Malia. I said Melina. Malia. I kind of got a feeling that you knew what your husband was full of shit and you stayed with him anyways. Cheers. Okay, so let me just go back to what I was saying here. Lakers out. We talked about Two Bear crying in his beer because the Lakers are gone. We talked about women's sports in the beginning. Just real quick, I know in the intro when I opened up and I said my little blurb. Do you guys like that, by the way? Little thumbs up or thumbs down when there's a screen starting soon. Then I come on and give a little poem, a little blurb, and then it goes to the 6-minute thing of start. Is that okay? You guys like that, right? I think it's fucking cool. I dig doing that. I like that. But what it meant was when I was talking about feminists and transgendered and the pay gap, let me summarize for you, is that feminists are always a gender pay gap. Women get paid less. Gender pay gap, gender pay gap, gender pay gap. And then the transgender people come along and say, there is no gender anymore. There's no gender. We're all the same. You can be what you want. If you want to be a man, and then go get paid more. Boy, the feminists hate that shit. Because then you just told them there's no more genders. If you're getting paid less, your job you're fucking suck at your job. Your job sucks and you're bad at it. They don't like that. But the truth is, and I want to summarize this, I've heard this from Ben Shapiro, I've heard this from Jordan Peterson so many times, but I got into an argument, got into a discussion where I wasn't supposed to be, and it had to do with they made the mistake of taking it into the area of sports. Because there's a lot of different connotations to that, but in sports, like, well, how come the women's soccer team only makes this much money, but the men's soccer team makes this much money? Stop. Stop. The men's soccer teams in the world of soccer, in the world of football, if you're a Ted Lasso fan, they make about 7% of what is out there in the revenue of soccer. Women make about 22% of what is out there in the revenue of soccer. Now, why is that important? It's real simple. Now, I know my sister-in-law loves it when I make things simple. I'm going to make it real simple. If you have a men's soccer team and a women's soccer team, and you said, all right, we're going to be fair, we're going to be equal, all of you playing soccer, all of you playing football, get 10% of whatever the industry generates. We've got advertising, we've got ticket sales, we've got hot dogs, we've got beer, we've got trading cards. Whatever your industry generates, you're going to get 10%. The men will always make way, 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 way more. Why? Because men's soccer, men's football generates billions and billions of dollars. Women's does not. Women's generates millions and millions of dollars. So if you're being equal, you're being fair, you're being absolutely, you get 10%, you get 10%, fair for the women, fair for the men, everybody gets 10%. Make it the best you can. 1, 2, 3, go. The women will get this much. The men will get this much. And the women complain, we're not getting the same dollar amount. No, you're getting the same percentage. Nobody watches your fucking sport. Nobody cares about women's basketball. Nobody cares about women's soccer. It's all the same. Well, we want the same as men. How? We would have to give the women, if everyone's making 10%, and the men are getting hundreds of millions of dollars, and the women are getting thousands of dollars, we'd have to raise the women up to get 50% of their revenue, 50% of the global interest in their sport. If you want to keep it strictly fair and make it everybody gets the same, you're all getting 10%, go. Women will lose every time if you want it to be fair. But what the feminists cry about is they want the same dollar amount. Well, we don't care how much the business is making. We want that dollar amount. Well, that's not how it works, and you know it. You're never going to hear that part on the news. You're never going to hear that part anywhere else, but that is absolutely 100% the true statistical way to look at it. Every fucking time. Don't you forget that I told you that. I've plagiarized that from people smarter than me. I love it. It's accurate. It works. And my sister-in-law is never going to remember that anybody smarter than me said it. She's just going to go around going, you know what? My brother-in-law is so smart. He told me, and then she's going to repeat. And it's right. She's not going to be wrong. She's going to be the smartest woman at the Safeway on aisle 3 going through the cookies and chip section because of me. You're welcome. And don't think I don't love you, because I do. Hold on, I got to pour myself another goddamn drink. That was pretty good, man. I tied a lot of shit together in there and brought that full circle with now. If my sister-in-law isn't tucking my brother-in-law, the Sun Valley Fox, into bed and changing his man diaper, we're okay. She heard me, she loves me, and we're down the road. This is to you, sweetheart, and to everybody else who needed that statistic. And my son just sat. Gen Z Kid is on microphone 2.
This is microphone 2? When do we call it microphone 2?
Well, because I'm plugged into microphone 1, and that's plugged into
This is
2.
a player 1, player 2 situation.
Yeah, player 1, player 2. That's right. That's a good way to look at it. How can I help you, son?
I don't know. I just sat down. I'm here.
Well, thank God you're here.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
It's graduation time. Are you ready to graduate?
Oh God, yes, please. I want to get out of there.
You know
Done.
what? You know what's really bugging me,
What?
other than the fact that it's hard to see you. What's bugging me is, and I guess this is a normal thing. Are you done with high school? Are you kind of through?
Yeah, I'm over it. I can't wait to leave.
But how'd you feel about your FFA banquet? That was a big deal.
It was, there was cutting onions backstage.
You were
There was
crying.
a lot
I
of
saw you cry.
there was It was really hot in there, sweating through the eyes, you know.
Oh, it was sweating through your eyes.
Yeah, it was real tough.
But
real
that
tough.
was your last one. That was the big kahuna for you, man.
That is one of the final times I will wear an FFA jacket.
Now, wait a minute. How come you can't? Now, can you do other projects with FFA after?
Yeah.
Are there
so
things
I
available?
could have shown again at the fair, but I decided not to
Right.
because I don't want to not waste. Waste is not a good word because
Yeah.
I had a good time, but I don't want to take up a lot of my summer doing a project like that.
Yeah, I know that you had a tough time with all the efforts you put in and the judges. And believe me, there's a lot of people here in the Bottom of Glass Nation that were really pissed about that, how that went down. But I wouldn't want that to discourage you.
Yeah, no. It's also like, as Gen X Dad definitely doesn't say enough, that he deserves a lot of credit because he does a lot of behind the scenes Gen X talk stuff, like menial stuff that impacts the channel a lot.
Yeah.
And I want to take over most of it over the summer, and I can't do that if I'm leaving 7 in the morning, 7 at night.
You're being generous. You were gone at 6 in the morning sometimes and coming home at 6 at night. And what was amazing when you took care of, he's talking about taking care of Buford the goat. Some of you even have Buford shirts. I raised the goat. Remember those?
Yeah. Save Buford.
Save Buford. I would call him and go, why the fuck are you still there? And he's sitting there with his goat. He goes, I'm sitting in a lawn chair watching this fucking goat. He won't eat. I have to sit here because there's 2 goats.
Yeah.
He goes, I got to take care of him. Then I got to talk to him. Then I got to pet him. Then I got to do a little training.
I got to walk him.
Got to walk him. Yeah, you had to have that connection.
Oh, yeah. It
should have taken a half an hour was sometimes taking you 2 hours.
And this is public knowledge now. One of my favorite ag teacher, though I love them all.
Yeah.
He's switching schools, and he ran like the goats and helped with the lambs. Well, this year we brought in a new teacher, not to replace him. He didn't know he was leaving yet.
No.
He didn't get fired. He's just choosing to leave.
Right.
So she does lambs, and she started this huge like lamb thing. It's working great where she lets kids volunteer to go to the ROC across town.
Right.
To raise where we have sheep. We have sheep there where they can raise them and help take care of them. They can use it as their project.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah. And it's like crazy because now Independence is going to have like its own like lamb section. You know, it's gonna we're actually building a name for ourselves without just like we're raising our own. So Elias, my friend, is doing that lamb, and the night I spent the night at his house last weekend.
With you and one other friend.
Yeah.
You fucking idiots.
So he had to wake up that morning at 5 in the morning to get across town.
No.
And he woke us up, and we stayed at his house.
What? Wait, who drove?
I think...
You didn't have to, right?
No. Cheyenne's mom did. I was like, I am not driving you over there.
I thought he woke you up at 5 in the morning and you didn't even have an animal.
No. So he gets over there. He's regretting showing a lamb. I was like, dude, you just should have showed a goat. Should have showed a goat.
Yeah.
Would have been a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I helped him think of a name. He's stuck between 2. One is the name of an advanced airplane.
Wait, a name for his lamb?
Yes. One.
Because you picked Buford for your goat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one is like, obviously this isn't it, but it's on the same level as calling it AC-130.
Oh my God, an Elon Musk name?
Yeah, but it's a plane. Okay. And then the other one is one that I came up with, Bucko.
Bucko the sheep?
Yeah, Bucko.
That is literally the dumbest name for a sheep
Better
ever.
than whatever he's coming up with. Though it is pretty funny.
So you guys know the 3 guys, Elias and another friend, I can just say his name is Jackson.
Action
Jackson. Gen Z kid, I call him Action Jackson. And those of you who are Generation X know why I said Action Jackson. Nobody else will. Nice pull for me. You're welcome. These 3 are the 3 that you see. If you're a member of YouTube membership or Patreon, this is the go-kart crew.
Yeah.
This is the go-kart crew that's doing stuff, and they have more friends they want to bring over. And I said, fine, but they all stay on the sidelines. I don't want people getting in the way of saws or welding. They all stay back. So the pictures and the stories you're going to see of stuff coming with these 3 idiots, the 3 stooges that are doing this stuff is going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun.
God, Elias is like fiending to work on the go-kart again.
I know. And you're like, I'm going to go spend time with my girlfriend. His friends wanted to come over while he was gone. I would have been okay with it. I'd have sat out there in a chair and had a drink and put my glasses on but he's like, you're not doing it without me.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck, guys? I was like, guys, we worked on it for like a solid 8 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm down to work on it, but I can't just hang out with you. Like
He's got girlfriend responsibilities, man.
No, and it's funny because thank you, Gen X Dad, for funding our go-kart stuff. But
no problem.
For us to get the funding, we have to do stuff around the house.
Right.
And apparently, I do a lot more work than the average teenager.
A lot. Yeah, you do.
And, like, I didn't know that because I'll come over and Elias is like, okay, what do we have to do? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, oh, we have to discover a new continent, don't we? He's like, and I was like, oh, don't worry. We have to build the ship first.
Just so you guys know, when his friends want me to fund this go-kart project, which is not cheap, and ask Two Bear, we had to go down to Two Bear's neck of the woods, and Two Bear met us in his neck of the woods, 165 miles away, to procure some parts for the go-kart. True story.
Yeah.
And go look it up. It's in the membership section if you want to go see the videos.
That is a pretty
the
funny
pictures
story.
And stuff. But what he's saying is that the kids come over, these 3 kids. I said, look, you help me do some chores around the house for my wife, some stuff that she wants done, like in her garden. You guys saw the garden pictures when they moved that stuff. That was him and Elias. They did all the work. They got it leveled out and cut in to where it goes with the ramp.
Yeah.
For the chickens. Yeah. Not a handicap thing ramp. No, chickens. But then they I will fund their project. And these other kids like, God damn, you do a lot of work around here. And he's thinking this is normal or light work. They're thinking, I don't have to do this much shit at home.
I know. I'm just like humming along, doing my thing. And they're just like, good Lord.
Is it ever going to end?
I know. I'm just sitting here.
By the way, you're an asshole.
What?
No, I'm going to tell you right now.
Takes one to know one.
In front of all my friends with a drink, you're an asshole. Because I had you guys working in the garden. It was you, your girlfriend, Cheyenne. There was like 4 people out there. We were doing some serious stuff. We're digging holes.
You're saying the name that
concrete.
shall not be said.
No, I didn't. I didn't say her name. You said her name.
No.
I said girlfriend, Cheyenne, and Elias.
No, Dom was there. It was Dom.
I didn't say his name.
That's the name you should not say.
I'm not going to say that motherfucker's name. All right.
That's the name I was saying.
And you know what you did? You know how you ruined our relationship? You know how you fucked me?
How?
You sang that song.
Oh,
you
come
sang,
on.
You sang that.
It's a South Park reference.
South Park, my ass. You sang that, and then everyone started humming it or singing it, and I felt like an asshole.
The day is never ending. Master's got me working. One day he'll set me free.
Bullshit. That is a slave song from the 1860s, and you were singing that. And everyone started singing it, and I'm not the master, and you're not.
I was singing it in homage, paying homage.
No, you were paying respect.
Yes,
Pick a different song.
I was paying respect.
Pick a different song.
To those before me. I'm really ending racism because slaves do not have a certain color.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
So you're a white slave and you're a trendsetter.
I'm not a trendsetter.
You're breaking the mold.
I'm not a trendsetter. If I think of an NBA player, I'd ask you what race is the guy because I don't know.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
No?
So,
gosh.
Anyway, just so you guys know, the kids are doing very well, helping out around the property, doing stuff. They've done a lot of stuff for Gen X Mom, as all of you know who are members of Patreon, members of the YouTube membership program in the community. You can see all the stuff. We post a lot of stuff. They're doing great. They're good kids. They're staying off the streets, although they fucked up royally the other night. And apparently I was the only parent who didn't get mad. Yeah, Gen Z kid.
Okay. I need to share a shockingly true story that has been relayed to me by Jackson and Elias and confirmed by Elias's parents.
And then I'm going to with one story, I'm going to ruin your reputation on Gen X Talks.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. You can't stop me.
Okay.
Go ahead. Your story first. Go.
So Jackson and Elias have this friend who I will not name out of respect of, to be honest, embarrassment.
Is it Dom?
No.
It's not Dom?
No.
That dude is a little too much.
No, I don't think he'd be this dumb to do this.
No, come on.
Yeah.
If there's
So,
any
look.
line that would be crossed, Dom's the kid to do it.
So
Go ahead.
if you have jumper cables, you can jump railroad tracks, make the things go down, right? Make the bars go down.
Yeah, you jumper the track to track.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So their friend.
Not that I ever condone or approve that. Or
Exactly.
I've heard a friend who did that, who put jumper cables from one track to the other track, and it made the bing, ding, 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 ding. Good. I've heard. I never tried
So,
it.
anyways, this friend,
Yeah.
he wanted to do that apparently.
Right.
And remember, this is true. It has been confirmed by trusted adults.
Okay, go.
Okay. So this guy, I'm going to call him Paul. It's not his actual name. So Paul is jumping the tracks. And apparently he's a little stupid. So he's standing in the middle of the tracks, like where the bars go down in that area, apparently.
Can I stop you for 1 second?
Yes.
Two things. I don't want to lose him because Mom's not doing the sheets.
Of course.
Ron Knight, who did this picture behind us right
Yes.
here. And I
love
absolutely
photo.
love you overseeing their fabrication stuff. I look forward to doing the same with my young boys growing up. I absolutely love the fabrication. That's been one of my focal points as a maintenance. Yes, Ron, I'm with you. I've waited through 8 children for this moment, and I'm living every minute of it. You're right. Now, hold on. Sean Sarabian, welcome. He's an extra. Everybody say something to Sean right now. Welcome.
Welcome,
Please
Sean.
do that.
Welcome.
Last one. My whole screen turned red right here.
Okay.
Mrs. 4.
C note.
A C note.
Okay.
A Bill.
I guessed it.
A Benjamin.
Franklin.
Congratulations, ZEO. We are all so proud of you. And I want you to know, son, before you continue with your story, there are so many people in the bottom of the Glass Nation and Legion of X across all platforms that have been proud of you. But none so much as the bottom of the Glass Nation that has openly said how much they dig that you actually, through all your, we've all watched you grow up for almost 2.5 years. People have watched you grow up on this channel, and they're proud of you. And you did it. You absolutely put your money where your mouth was. You ground it out and you did it. Mrs. 4 was putting the icing on the cake to what a lot of people already feel, and a lot of people have already said, Mrs. 4, thank you for that $100 donation to the kid. Good job. Well done, son.
Thank you.
Now continue with your fucked up story.
So again,
Yeah.
jumps the tracks up. From what I can guess, he has to be like in the center of the tracks, in the street where they come down. That's the only way this will work.
Wait, so they jumped the tracks with jumper cables.
Yeah. Paul.
To Paul, this
Yeah.
mysterious Paul, and he did it in the middle of the street. Okay,
Yeah.
go. What happened?
So the things start coming down apparently.
yeah.
And they come down kind of fast.
Wait, what time of day was this? When were you doing this?
Apparently, I didn't do it.
Please tell me it wasn't like at noon.
Apparently, Paul was doing it during the middle of the day.
Fuck.
And these things were coming down. Apparently, they came down kind of fast because he doesn't remember what happened next because they hit him. They must have.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, it can.
So I guess it hit him. Something happened where he woke up in the hospital and he had one ball. What? I was straight
Okay.
flabbergasted.
Your friend is full of shit. He didn't have one ball, but he could have. No. I have been around those things when they come down, and they're weighted. They come down with a little bit. If they hit you on the top of the head, it fucking hurt like a motherfucker.
So no, because he got knocked out, was in a coma. He was in a
fucking
I
way.
swear to God,
No
I
fucking
swear to
way.
God, he was in a coma, and somehow he woke up with one testicle.
Bullshit. You know
I
what?
know this is a
'Cause
genuine
you
thing.
know, no, it's not, because his ball didn't drop yet. He hasn't hit puberty. He's
No,
got one ball. Now.
I'm dead serious.
All right, let's move on from your bullshit fantasy story
Stop
about
saying
Paul.
I'm a liar.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying Paul's lying.
Why would he lie about having
he's-
one ball?
Let's talk about something you got fucking in trouble for because your friend ratted you out to his parents.
What? Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Can I just say it?
You want to tell the story?
Yeah.
Okay, tell the story, because I'm going to give you guys the wherefore and what have you. This happened, and I was aware of it, and I was like, okay, go ahead. Tell them what happened.
So, Jackson, Elias, and I.
Yeah, the three of you, the three musketeers, went out one night.
We were out engaging in some tomfoolery and some scientific endeavors because we saw a TikTok on jumping the tracks, and we thought...
This is literally the only... No, not the tracks.
Oh, which one?
This is literally the only reason I wasn't pissed at you, because of the scientific experiment. Because when you told this story, Mom came to me and said, would that work? And I went, yes, it would. I had to explain to Mom. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go. Now tell the world.
Not that time. So another time.
Yeah.
We ride out an 8-bit because...
8-bit, your 1991 square boxy car.
Because why not? So there's this...
Wait, your Minecraft car.
Yeah. So anyways, they say they have procured some Wendy's trays.
Trays? What do you mean trays?
Like the food trays you get at Wendy's when you dine in.
Oh,
when you dine in.
Yeah.
So they have procured some trays, and I was like, what are you going to do with those trays?
They stole them.
Procured.
Okay.
So he says, okay, saw this TikTok where you put the trays under the rear wheels of a front wheel drive car, turn the e-brake all the way on, and then you can do donuts because it slides. And I was like, no way is that real.
You do realize that Generation X, we just fucking went out in the dirt and just did donuts.
But this is scientific.
Oh, this is science. You found a way to do it in the street. Okay,
Yeah.
continue. Go ahead.
So then we realized 2 trays will not be enough because they're plastic. So we head over to Carl's Jr., procure some more trays.
Steal.
And then we head out
Allegedly.
to an empty we head out to an empty cul-de-sac out in this like what was going to be like a big shopping center, but it was built in 2008, so recession happened, nothing was built. So there's just cul-de-sacs out in the middle of nowhere.
That's true, because I checked when you told me the story. I went back on the 360 app where I could see where you were. You went out to the middle of nowhere where they had built all these streets and cul-de-sacs. You were out in the middle of nowhere.
No one's there.
Yeah, all right.
So we're sitting there, and there's one street light right there too, which is hilarious. So we're sitting there, and I'm an 8-bit, and I'm thinking, this isn't gonna work that well. I think it'll be okay. It'll be kind of cool. And I whipped this thing, and oh my god, it was the
like
best
the
thing.
back end is on skis, huh?
Yeah, it was the best thing ever.
So you put the 2 trays under the back wheels.
Yeah.
How did you get the back wheels in the air, or did you just drive over them?
We just drove over them. I had a jack in the back of my car. I was like, we could just jack it up without breaking the trays.
And then you lock the e-brake on the rear wheels.
Hard as you can.
Then you just fucking take off.
You just go. You just go. And it's amazing. It is the best thing ever.
Oh, but then, I was kind of like, all right, you shouldn't have stole from the restaurant, but all right, I fucked up worse than that. But then your friend told his mom on you.
Okay, a different story, like different times.
Okay,
this happened.
here comes the story. This is where his friends go like, it wasn't me, it was Gen Z.
I know, they suck at lying. I'd be absolutely amazing at persuading their parents.
Yes.
So
you could lie to their parents like nobody.
Oh, I know. I wish I could have just grabbed the phone and started talking, but Jackson sucks. So he's sitting there, and we're out in the middle of the dirt because we're trying to do something else.
No, you guys are way out in the dirt, and his mom 3-6 looks on the phone to 3. Why are you out in the dirt in the middle of nowhere?
And it's funny because right before she called, I was like, I don't think she called because his sister was at a quince downtown, so that'd be a little bit more important,
Why did he just leave his phone in the car or something?
I don't know, man. He's nothing. So mom calls right after I say she won't call, and then he goes like this. He gets up. Well, let me get in front here. He goes like this. He goes, shows me. And then all I see is, boom, we just start sprinting.
He runs to the street,
and we are at least 150 yards away from the car. This dude ran
hold on. This kid, his mom checked on his location, and before he responded to his mother's text message,
it was a call.
Oh, it was a phone call.
It was a call. It was ringing, and he's just like
to the street, and then calls it. I'm not in the dirt. I'm in the street. What the fuck?
Dude, he was straight booking it. He ran a 2-second 40-yard dash. This dude was freaking gone. He was actually leaving dust cloud behind him.
And then what did he say about you, though, to his mom?
He picks up. He goes like this. He goes, hold the phone away from me. Hey, Mom, what's going on? And he's like, I'm not in the dirt. What are you talking about? And then he has the audacity to say
your name.
Yeah, he says the audacity to say, oh, yeah, we're like, Brigger and the boy. He said, he starts saying Brigger did. And I go, huh? What? And
he was telling on you.
Yeah.
He got stole the things from Carl Jr. He put them under the car.
And then I interrupt him with the what? And he goes, him and the boys are doing this. And then we go back to his house because we're going to go spend the night at Elias's. His mom flips out on him, going nuts.
Did she come out and scream at you?
No. Because you
were parked outside.
Because she was like, I know you're just blaming Gen Z kid. You're just blaming him. I know this is all three of you guys. And we're all just, I'm in my car. Elias is in Jackson's car. We're sitting there like, oh, man. So I didn't get in trouble.
Yeah. No, I didn't give a shit. I was like, yeah, you fucked up a little bit, but, I'm all right with it. It's the worst thing you guys are doing. It's okay.
Yeah, we're just screwing around. But
I wish you guys would have had video of you guys doing the donuts and driving around.
I have a video.
And sliding with the trays under the back wheel.
I have a video.
I'd never thought of that as a kid. That would have been fucking badass.
So the problem is that they're plastic, right? And they burn out.
Oh yeah.
But Chipotle has metal trays. They have metal trays.
The sparks.
Yeah, the sparks are gonna go crazy. But that would be awesome. Anyways, I gotta go.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, bye.
Andy's gone. I turned off his mic. We're done. Oh fuck. Well, kids and their shit. Let me look between the sheets real quick. Bill Fry, congrats on your 26. Just like wine, it gets better. My wife and I just celebrated 38. So there is hope for me. I can get to that number. Since we, Big Tires says, since we live in a world where we can identify as whatever, I identify as a Gen Xer. You're welcome to do that. If you think like a Gen X, you act like a Gen X, you were raised like a Gen X, pick up all your gear, come across the line. We'll welcome you. Ron Knight, TS Jedi, happy anniversary. Jen and I celebrated our 13th yesterday. On the point around 2015, I started noticing and getting tired of all the white guys being racist. Every 4 years, ridiculous. Yes, it is. Terry Knowles, $20, turned my whole screen orange. My dad and mom were married 35 years before we lost her in 2020. But if you hadn't lost her, that marriage would have still kept going. Sandy, did you, ZEO, you did answer, you did an awesome job handling the shitty teacher. Yes, he did. Wicked Widget Productions, good job, Gen Z kid. You and your friends are great kids. Whit L, y'all have done well. So proud of your family. Loud One, CEO, has done an awesome job in being willing and listened to becoming a young man he is now, becoming the young man he is now, which is partly to the man he will be. Yes, we are all hopeful that he will become something greater than myself, which is not hard to do. I'm going to pour one more. No, I've got one more drink. This is the last one of the night. I didn't get through all of my book of lies. I'm not sure how many of you stuck it out, but the kid came on, the wife came on. It was a great Bottom of the Glass Nation show. We drank, we told stories, we interacted. I talked about a ton of stuff from you guys, and I had a few things from me. We had some surprises in tonight, and you know what? I don't give a shit. I know YouTube has already demonetized this live stream. They already have. It goes yellow, and you're like, we can't do that. We have to put it under review. All right, for the $13.78 that we get from YouTube for this live stream, fuck it. I'll give up the monetization so that I can spend time with you guys. I'm a little bit hammered. I'm a little bit drunk. My wife has got some food in there that she has got for us. I'm going to go. We made it a couple hours tonight, just like the old days. We had some pictures. We had some comments. We did a bunch of stuff with each other. And it was all lies, every bit of it. Your lies and my lies, but we made it all true with drinking. This last drink is for you guys. Wherever you are, don't forget where you stand, because wherever you go, there you are. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm going to say a little few words after this, but I'm drinking. I got to get to the bottom of the glass. Doug Vanderhoop with $10 to the Whiskey Fund. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in wherever you're listening from. All around this planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or on the Armed Service Radio Network. We thank you guys for wasting 2 hours of your day, your evening, or your night. If you're going to waste 2 hours of your time, what better place to waste it than with Gen X Talks? Yeah, we're a legitimate waste of time. Don't you think we're not? We are. Thank you guys once again for everything you've done for my family, for everything you've done for Gen X Talks. The studio fund is coming along. If anybody wants to put up the studio link, we're still a bunch of money short on the studio. I wasn't going to talk about it till the end of the program. If someone can put up the link, we have some more needs that need to be met. We're trying to get there from here. If you guys got a couple extra bucks, cash in your aluminum cans, you can help out. We'd appreciate it. If not, we just love you guys being here. Thank you guys so much. Remember one thing, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. After that, I'm out. Thank you.